And welcome to the final hour of our Positive Rock Show here on GJRB Online. We got some more great Christian rock, more emerging artists, and good stuff here for you here on GJRB Online here on Spreaker. And thank you so much for tuning in this evening for our special Sunday evening edition of the Positive Rock Show. When this show does air on Sunday night, we're going to be going over to 8 o'clock p.m. Central Daylight until 11 p.m. Central Daylight. So be aware of that. We're going to be doing that. And we will have some more great Christian rock here on GJRB Online. Just pleasure to bring you this music and bring you the joy that comes from being, and glorifying our Savior. And that is what we do here on GJRB Online. Great message in this song. Starts our new hour. Judge not. Here's Doomsayers on the Positive Rock Show.
Don't look down on me.
Oh, yeah, Blood is Thicker is the name of that one. And that is Jonah 33. Great stuff there. I like that. And before that, we opened up the hour with Judge Nod Doomsayers. The Positive Rock Show, GJRB Online, here on Spreaker across America. It's a Sunday evening, and we're playing the best in Christian rock. And if you like our program, thanks a lot for tuning in. Love to hear from you. If you have a song you wanted to hear in our Christian format, you can drop me a line here by getting into our Spreaker public site and putting in the name there. Just to do that, you could do that. And like I said before, coming up around 8 o'clock, we're going to upload the church services from the Church of Christ here in Clinton, Iowa. So you want to tune in for that. That'll be, you can just hit that. Now, it's going to be coming up as a podcast. So all you do is just click that podcast. You can listen to it. It'll be coming up right after we're done here. Okay, as soon as we're done with this show and I go off the air, then what will happen is I will upload the services. It'll be public, and you can listen to it right after we're done here. And it'll air on my 9-foot closed circuit signal here in Clinton on 88.9 right afterward too as well. So stay tuned for that. Positive Rock Show here on GJRB Online here on Spreaker. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Our 9-foot signal is 88.9, KPRR 88.9. And just having some great GJRB LP FM, low-powered FM closed-circuit signal, which can be heard within a radius of our studios here. And then once you get out of the parking lot, it's gone, okay? Otherwise, you'll have to listen right here on Spreaker. And it's fabulous. And, it's just a place where you can just hear some great Christian rock and a different variety of programming on various frequencies that I use. And for this frequency, we share this frequency with the best of Spreaker, which is Spreaker FM 88.9 KSPR. 106.7 is jazz and 80s. Cool Jazz 106.7 and all 80s 106.7. Cool Jazz is KJAZ and 80s is KREG. Going over to 107.1 on FM, it's music and memories and nostalgia and old-time radio. Doing music of your life, and if you're listening to this area, you can hear music of your life. It's 107.1, and that's KMER Memories 107.1. Oldies, rock and roll, 50s, 60s, 70s rock and roll. True Oldies channel, Oldies 107.5. And then we wrap it up, and of course during Christmas holidays, that flips over to Holiday FM 107.5. And then what we do is we flip that over, and then around the holidays, and I bring you, it's what we do here. And then at the end of the dial is 107.9, and that's our talk station, Talk FM 108, KGRZ. Part of the GJRB online network, GJRB LP FM. Got some more great Christian rock coming up. Stay with me. I'm Gary J. Russin. This is the Positive Rock Show on the GJRB online network.
Jackson's injured. Myers, grab your helmet and take Jackson's place.
What? You want me to play?
Well, you're on this team, aren't you?
Yeah, but he's a defensive tackler.
Right. That's a position we need filled.
Ever notice in the average church, only a handful of people keep things going?
Coach, if I play, I'll scuff my helmet and have to wash my jersey.
Well, why do you think you were given those things? To warm the bench?
But I might get hurt. Look what they did to Jackson.
God has given each believer talents and abilities to be used to build his church and glorify him.
Coach, it's been a long time since I played. I don't think I'd be very good at it.
Myers, you've been in training long enough. You'll do fine.
Ooh, what about Roberts? Oh, he's a much...
South in Clinton. Phone 242-4563.
Spreading God's good news through rock. KPRR 88.9.
Forgiveness forgiveness in my life. I was lost, now see direction. I see direction. When I die, will I go to heaven? When I die, will I be forgiven? Will I go to heaven? In my past, I ask questions and I seek the answers. Well, I seek the answers in my life. Well, I face temptation. And I wanna know why. I wanna know why. I wanna
joy I wear it every day. Taking in the process and the pain. So I'm told there's no softer way. And in the silence I can hear my Father's voice. Crystal clear, the glorious refrain. Breathe into me, carry me home to your heart. Mercy on me, carry me home to your heart. Believe in me, carry me home to your heart. Out of time, out of frame, lost at love, lost at fame, lost upon a wild sea. I found you upon my knees. Breathe into me, carry me home to your heart. Mercy on me, carry me home to your heart. Believe in me, carry me home to your heart. Breathe into me, carry me home to your heart. Mercy on me, carry me home to your heart. Believe in me, carry me home to your heart. Reading all the prophecies that we have here today, it's gonna be another nasty situation. Seeing how the governments are looking at Israel, it's gonna be another nasty situation. One way is pointing upward, one way is pointing downward. It's gonna be another nasty
Yeah, one guy pointing upward, another one pointing downward. Another nasty situation. Yeah, well, good message there. That is done by a guy named Thomas Croft. And he's an emerging artist. Not exactly sure where he comes from, but absolutely fabulous artist indeed. Let's see if we can find that. I don't even know if they mentioned his thing here. Let me see. While I'm doing that, I want to remind you that since we're done here, I'm going to also do our shout-outs here in just a little bit because I said I was going to do that, and I usually promise what I'm going to do. I usually set out to do what I'm going to promise. Not always, but, try to deliver what I promise, and we're going to do that here pretty soon. Tell you some of the podcasts that are going to be on the air this weekend here on GJRB Online. So, some of the programs that we have coming up on GJRB Online this week, but also kind of tell you what's some of the great podcasters we have out there, that I listen to quite a bit. And besides some of the great programs that I put on here, this artist does no mention of where he's from. So he's somewhere in the United States. Not sure exactly where. So that was, okay. I am now saving the church services. They're going. We dubbed them down earlier today, so I just had to clip it a little bit, put our opening and closing on it, some message at the end of it, and that's about ready to go up. And I can't upload while I'm on the air, so I will be uploading that as soon as the show is over, and it'll go public. So we'll be doing that here. Okay, just wanted to do that, and I thought, well, why don't we do that while I get a chance here? I'm going to run a quick break, and I'll be right back with more as we conclude the Positive Rock Show, Positive Rock Show. No, not Twin Spin. We'll do Twin Spin Tuesday. I keep on saying that, darn it. So we're going to do our podcast shout-outs coming up next, right after we take this break on the GJRB Online Network. I want to thank you so much for tuning in tonight.
All's new walk-in coolers, reach-in coolers, bottle coolers, and ice machines. Call our HA service at 242-4563. That number again is 242-4563. 24-hour emergency service, and they stock most brands. Quality sales and service since 1977. That is RHA Service, 524 3rd Avenue South in Clinton. Phone 242-4563.
Spreading God's good news through rock. KPRR 88.9. All right, you got Gary J. Russell with you here on GJRB Online, and thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying the program tonight. Got a lot of good stuff coming your way here on GJRB Online as we close out our show. And I want to thank everyone for listening tonight. If you're listening as a on-demand podcast, that's great too. Always glad we have afterthought listeners. I always call it afterthought. The end of the show podcast. You can listen to the show anytime you want to. And, of course, don't forget to listen to the podcast upload of our Church of Christ church services coming up next right here on GJRB Online. And we'll have all that for you. And, of course, the best in Christian music as well. And we're bringing it to you right here on GJRB Online. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you're listening across America. And got a lot of really good stuff coming up your way, so we're going to do that right now. But first, before we do that, we're going to do our shout-outs. Our Spreaker shout-outs brought to you by Spreaker, where you too can be an internet DJ like me and do this crazy stuff. That's Spreaker, Spreaker. And that's a great podcast out there. There's a lot of great podcasts, not just mine, but we got a lot of them out there. Fabulous podcasters who just have a good time just like I do. I mean, I do have a great time doing this stuff. And you can be part of it too. All you gotta do is just join Spreaker. And all you gotta do is just sign up. It's very simple. Just go in there and where it has to sign up, it'll guide you through the little form. It's not that much they ask you. it's basically various little questions, and just give you a chance to be a part of radio. I think this is the future of radio, to be honest with you, because the Cumulus and Clear Channel kind of put a lot of damper on what you could play, and the control and just about the profits. Well, here at Spreaker, we don't have profits. It's just I advertise, but it's free advertising, and I do that because I like to do that. But you can be a part of this. And it's very simple. All you gotta do is get on Spreaker and just start a 15-minute podcast. It's free. And if you want to get into all those little other ones, they got all kinds of different premiums. They're pretty reasonable. But you can listen to great podcasts, and they got some good ones on here. Mike Myers in the Radio Hope Network. He's been on vacation, but he's been taking his show to locations, including Mississippi. And you can check out those podcasts. They're still available here on Spreaker. He was down in Orange Beach, Mississippi, doing a show, and caught a few of them. They're really good. So you want to check that out. That's the Mike Myers Show. And you can hear him on Good Talk Radio Network and on his very own stream on TuneIn. All you gotta do is get it on TuneIn. That's a free application, and just go in there and look for Muck Radio, MUKRADIO. And he's got 24/7 programming, absolutely good stuff all the time. Praising the name of Jesus. He has some upbeat stuff. You want to check it out. That's the Mike Myers Show in the Radio Hope Network, 7 mornings a week, 8 o'clock in the morning, Central Daylight Time. He's got a lot of really good stuff, so you want to check him out. That's the Mike Myers Show. And then along the way, too, Tuesday night, right here on Spreaker, you can listen to Ed Delgado, the Caramel Conservative. He's got news, views, information, give you a lot of what the news is. He tells you like it is. He's he is. I like this guy. He does a good job, and I like to listen to him. And you got to check him out. And every Tuesday night he's live, and he'll talk to you when you get in the chat room. He looks at his chat room, and he'll tell you, he'll talk to you. He loves talking to new people. So check him out. You can get in the chat room with him. There's Ed Delgado, 8 o'clock p.m. Tuesday night, 6 o'clock Pacific, 9 o'clock Eastern, right here on Spreaker for the Ed Delgado Show. Yeah, man, awesome stuff. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons, or either or both. You want to go check this guy out live. He's kind of way out of his gourd. He gets way out there sometimes, like I do with my little strange stuff. But he does a lot of stuff. He loves talking about gaming. He loves gaming, and this guy does a good job in it too. He talks a lot. He knows his games, and that is Bob Huber, the Huber Experience. Check out Bob. I mean, he is really cool. The Bob Huber Experience Show. Check it out. It's afternoons, usually around maybe 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon Central Time. And he'll talk to you. It's 15-minute increments of 45 minutes, but he'll tell you like it is. He can't do it. He doesn't have a bank account, so he can't really, get upgraded. But he does a good job with his 15-minute broadcast, so check him out. Another one down the way is another good friend of mine. He does a really good podcast. He is from Texas, and it's Houston. This guy packs a punch. He used to do Sunday nights. I don't think he does Sunday nights anymore, but he's on Wednesdays usually. And that is John, our big fat soft underbelly. And I'm telling you what, he'll tell it like it is too. And you want to check out our big fat soft underbelly. He drives it home every time. He makes his point across, and boy, he does a good job of it. You got to check this guy out. That is Wednesdays, usually about 8 o'clock Central Time, for the Belly Blast. That's from Houston, Texas. Our big fat soft underbelly, John. And then that same state, just about north of him, in LaPorte, is another guy named Black Dragons Radio. Yeah, he's got a good program. Black Dragons Radio plays great 80s hits. And he does 15-minute increments too. He does a free broadcast. He doesn't pay for his, it's free. But he plays some really good music, so check him out. He does a great show, so tune into him. That is absolutely fabulous guy. And you want to check him out. He is BJ McNamara. And he's now known as the Black Dragons Radio. Check him out. He's live. And he does a great job. Great show. And these are some of the podcasts you want to check out. There's more. Now, all you got to do is get on my Spreaker public site. When you get in there, you'll see we can go various ways. One is www.spreaker.com/user/150525. Or just get into the Spreaker public site, type in GJRB Online. It'll take you right to my site. Or just get into Twitter. When you sign up for Twitter, and you get into Twitter, you look for the Radio Maniac. That's me. I'm the Radio Maniac, always the maniac of the radio. And I play radio. I love radio. I play radio. I do radio, but I do it right here on Spreaker. And in the Radio Maniac, you'll find me. It'll say GJRB Online with the antique radio emblem. And right underneath it says GJRB Online. And you can find my show right there. It's live. You can listen right on Twitter. Just hit that play button. It'll open up a widget. Or just click the show and it'll take you right in. You can say hi in the chat room. And it's a lot of fun, so check it out. When you go in there, you'll hit that follow button. And under the follow button, you'll see the list of all the radio shows that I mentioned. And even the ones I didn't mention. They're all there. Eric Cooper, I believe he's on tonight, 8 o'clock. He does a good show right here on Spreaker. Talks about UFOs and government conspiracies. Other great shows on there are like KGRA out of Salt Lake City, Utah. Alternative Talk Radio. I mean, these are great stations, great programs. Check them out, KGRA. And we have, of course, Spaced Out Radio with Dave Scott every night, Monday through Friday, 11 o'clock, 06 Central Daylight Time, 9:06 Pacific, and midnight 06 in the East for that show. And that is the Spaced Out Radio with Dave Scott. And those are some of the great podcasts you can check right here on Spreaker. It's SPREAKER Spreaker and broadcast to the world. And we have a lot of great programs on there. You can always check them out. And I love playing these programs. I love promoting each and every one of them. There are other shows on there that do sports that I cover. This one guy I used to talk to and listen to on here kind of says, my show has no content, blah, blah, blah. He didn't like it. So, I mean, I don't know. I still follow him. His name is Calpote or something like that. Anyway, check him out. He does sports. There's other guys on here that do some sports, but, Huber does sports once in a while. So you can check all these guys out. They're right here on Spreaker, and they got some great stuff. So, and not only that, when you go into the Spreaker homepage, you'll find the list of programs on there. You just go under where it says listen, click that. There's a whole bunch of programs in all genre. And you'll find any program you want in any genre right here on Spreaker. So it's kind of a neat way to listen to radio on the internet. That's Spreaker. SPREAKER, and again, broadcast to the world. We're getting winding down, so we're close to the end of the show today for our Positive Rock show, so we're just going to close out by playing some music and say goodbye to you, but we got a few more minutes we're going to throw in, so I'm going to click out and do the final 15 minutes here, and I'm going to do that right now, and hang in there. This is the GJRB Online Network.